For the past 1,000 years, the Atakapa-Ishak tribe has lived deep in the bayous of Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana. The small fishing village of Grand Bayou has been home to this native tribe since the early 17th century. They have learned to live off the land and the waterways, depending mostly on oystering, shrimping, and crabbing to feed their families. Today, their way of life is being threatened by the effects of offshore drilling by oil and gas companies.
Je m'appelle Rosina Philippe et je vis dans le village du Grand Bayou. My name is Rosina Philippe and I live in the Grand Bayou village. The natural hazards we manage to live with. It's the human-induced conditions. That's what we're finding problematic.
Signs of the oil industry litter the bayou. Some of the signs you see, some you don't. The ones you do see, you wish you hadn't.
They've done a lot of damage to this area, which is, known because the state, have a lot, depends on the oil and gas that comes from all around us.
Another problem caused by offshore drilling is the destruction of land. They cut canals into the marsh to move the oil inland through a series of pipelines. This is causing the land to erode at a much faster pace.
We have some trees, and we're going to plant trees around the perimeters. And hopefully, those will take and they'll help protect, what's there. But that too is suffering.
Now, the people of Grand Bayou are faced with another problem. A broken wellhead that is leaking millions of gallons of oil into the waters they depend on.
For us here in Grand Bayou, we get our monies from harvesting the waters. Shrimping, crabbing, oystering, fishing, whatever. But with the situation that's being created off the coast, with the areas being closed off because of the, the discharge and the toxic soup that's being created out there, they're shutting it off, so we won't be able to go out and earn a living. No money coming in. And this is all that our fishermen know how to do. This is their generational, this is their work.
That's how we make our living, with the oysters and off the water. It's just, we got to be on water to survive. To survive, you got to have the oysters in the water, the shrimp, the fish, the crab. It's the only way we know how. If that oil get here, man, we're going to be in trouble.
British Petroleum is currently giving checks to the commercial fishermen and their deckhands in amounts of up to $5,000. This payment is creating skepticism among the Grand Bayou residents.
What are they signing to get these checks? Are they signing anything where, they're waiving their rights to be able to recoup any future losses, like getting a short-term payment, that's going to address your needs that you have now, may take care of you maybe for 1 month, 2 months, whatever, but then the situation off the coast, it may be for the next 10 years. So where's the money going to come then?
The oil is not the only concern from this last incident. Air quality is also a concern.
We went out on the water today with some environmentalists, and they were doing some air quality sampling. And we were about maybe an hour away from where the sheen is coming in around the bend. And even from that distance, the air quality, I think it showed up, it was benzene. I think the allowable limits supposed to be like 0.1. It was 0.9, and that's toxic.
The people of Grand Bayou are sinking. They are losing their land, their economic base, and their cultural identity.
This is kind of like a cultural genocide. What can we do? Where can we go? That there's no, we don't see, I guess, in the foreseeable future, we don't see anything coming, towards us that's going to give us hope that this is going to be over quickly, or that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
What is next for the people of Grand Bayou? Will they disappear like the land around them, or will they find a way to adapt and preserve their way of life?
There are places like Grand Bayou in other countries, on other continents, where coastal peoples, indigenous peoples, are trying to have the rest of the world realize what's happening to this environment. We have one planet, and if we don't protect it, it'll be gone, and then what will we do?